Are you new to off-roading? Well, here are our tips to help you get started in the off-roading world. First tip, never go out alone. Even if you're going out on an easy trail or an easy fire road, all it takes is a flat tire or a simple mechanical issue to really ruin your day. Always get a friend, somebody else with a Jeep or 4x4 truck that can go along with you so that if something goes wrong, you've got a way to get home. Don't have anybody to go out with you? That's our next tip. Join some local groups and go out with them. Going out with a group in your area is a great way to meet new friends, it's a great way to learn, and it's a great way to challenge yourself. You might have to try a few different groups. Some groups are friendlier than others, some groups welcome beginners more or less than other groups, so you may have to try a few. Find one that makes you feel comfortable, make a few friends, and go out with them. It's a great way to learn, and it's a great way to challenge yourself. Next tip, be prepared. At least have the basics in your Jeep. Basic tools, lots of water, extra food. Again, even if you're going out on that simple fire road, if something happens, you could get stuck and you might spend the night there. Even if it's warm in the day, it could be freezing at night. So carry an extra jacket, extra shoes, just the basics at least. The most important item to carry with you, toilet paper. Trust me, carry toilet paper. You don't want to learn the hard way that that's one you should have brought. Next tip, air down your tires. When I got started off-roading, I didn't even know that airing down was a thing. The big boys may tell you, oh, you don't have to air down if you're not rock crawling or going through deep sand. But even fire roads get bumpy, and if you air down, that will help smooth out the ride and just make it a more enjoyable ride. You can safely air down most stock tires to 12 to 14 pounds. If you go any below that on a stock tire, you've got to be real careful not to take any sharp curves because you could pull the bead off. And always be sure that you've got a way to air back up. You don't want to be driving on the highway after you've aired down your tires. It can wear out your tires, it can be unsafe. So either go get yourself a compressor or a power tank, or make sure you've got a friend with you or somebody in the group that's willing to loan you some air at the end of the trail. Just like anything else, learning how to 4x4 takes practice. You need to learn what your capabilities are. You need to get over some of your fears. You need to be familiar with your equipment. So practice. Get out there, start on the fire roads, don't go alone. Go out with a few groups, do more and more trails. Before you go out on a trail, research it a little so you know what you're getting into, and challenge yourself. Just push yourself. A little steeper hill, a little bigger rock to go over next time. Keep pushing yourself, keep practicing, and you'll see over time, those things that used to look scary or you didn't think you could do a few months ago, you'll start to realize they're easier and easier than you thought as you get better at doing it. Along with practice is learning how to use your equipment. Know when you should be in two-wheel drive, when you should shift into four-wheel drive. Should you be in four-wheel high or four-wheel low? If you've got lockers, know how to turn them on and turn them off, and more importantly, learn when to turn them on and off. If you have a winch, make sure you know how to use it. Make sure it works. You don't want to get out on the trail and have to dig out the manual and start figuring out how to use it in the heat of the moment when you really need it. Practicing and going out with groups is a great way to learn all these things. Next tip is don't drive blind. When you're going over a hill or somewhere where you can't see, always get out and look so that you know what's on the other side of that hill, because you don't want to find out the hard way that it's a cliff on the other side of that hill. Either get out of the vehicle, walk it, take a look, walk the trail ahead to see what you're getting into, or have somebody else go in front of you and make them figure it out for you. And most importantly, help keep all of our trails open by treading lightly and cleaning up after yourself. And maybe even cleaning up after the other people that were there before you that weren't capable of cleaning up after themselves. Those are my tips. Short list, simple list. If you're new to off-roading, what's the most important tip that you've learned so far? Or if you're an old-time off-roader, what do you think the most important tip is for beginners? Leave a comment below and let us know.